Yo, what's up guys? Source Pilot here with another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Battlefield 1 Winter Update that just came out. And this was a pretty big update as well as a patch to a couple things. So let's get right into it. Probably the biggest thing that DICE has changed with the game is the addition of ribbons. You can now collect up to 20 different types of ribbons, which range from things like getting kills with class-specific weapons to kills in tanks or different vehicles, as well as playing the objective. And so what happens is every time you unlock a ribbon or are awarded one in game, you get 300 XP, which is a pretty nice boost actually, which will help you get to that next class rank a lot faster. And another thing that this will help you do is in your soldier profile out of game, you can really take a look at how you play based on what ribbons you get. So that's a nice feature that they've added. And if you've played Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3, you probably know that ribbons were a pretty important part of the gameplay and were really good to rank up and just to get a higher score in general. So I think I was really happy to see this addition in the game, and it really made Battlefield 1 seem a little more complete and finished. And the 20 different ribbons that they've added now aren't all of them. They've also hinted that there is going to be more in the future, so look out for those. Another big thing that they've added is 8 new elite codexes for primary weapons across all of the classes. And what you need to do to unlock them is get 500 kills with that weapon, and you'll get the codex as well as 25,000 bonus XP, which is a huge bonus, which will definitely help you rank up. And this is basically like the Battlefield 4 version of the weapon mastery dog tags, where you need 500 kills to unlock the dog tag. But in this game, I don't really see the value in doing it other than the XP, because no one really knows that you put that much time grinding into it to get the codex. There's no camo that comes with it, or no dog tag, so I'm hoping that DICE will add something else to this unlock or prestige with weapons, because right now honestly it's not much. Something personal. A codex is nice, but you know, no one will really know that you worked that hard to get it. One thing I am happy to see that they've added is new class ranks for all the classes. Before, the maximum rank was rank 10 for each of the primary classes, but now they've increased that to 50 for all 4 of the main classes, as well as the tanker, pilot, and cavalry class. Now, they've done this because they were a little surprised at how quickly people in the community were reaching rank 10 for their classes, and they wanted to give you something else to work towards and give you unlocks along the way. So I was really happy to see this. It really made it so that the game didn't get boring once you got to rank 10. I'm happy to see more unlocks and more progression in general. I feel like it was a little empty before this update came out. There wasn't really much to unlock, you know, especially because you could just buy your weapons, but now I think there's going to be a lot more grinding. So basically what you're unlocking on the way to rank 50 is a bunch of dog tags, which is pretty nice. But unfortunately at rank 50, all that appears that you get is a new colored emblem for your class, which really only appears in your loadout screen and on the kill cam. And honestly, I don't think really anyone pays attention to those. So after spending that much time to getting to rank 50, I feel like that's not really something, a big enough award for you. I think that they should really add something, maybe XP or a really nice dog tag, maybe like a black premium dog tag or something like that. But as it stands now, there's really nothing exciting at rank 50 for you. But along the way, it should be nice with the dog tags. So I'm hoping that they do add more to this, and I'm assuming that this isn't the end of the addition of new unlocks. Although there's really nothing at rank 50 for you to show off that you're that far in the game, I do think that this was a step in the right direction with the new ranking system, and I hope that there's new unlocks to come for higher ranks. Next, they've also added additional customizability to rented servers. There's a new setting in custom game mode that allows players to actually vote for the next map that they're going to play on, which is really nice because a lot of times when you're playing on a rented server, a game might end and you don't really know what's coming up next, and you'll be taken into the loading screen, and maybe it's a map that you really hate, and then you're stuck there until it loads for 5 minutes, and then you have to quit. So this, I think, will make a pretty big appearance in Battlefield. I haven't seen it really yet, but I feel like as time goes on, it'll really catch on, and it's going to become a pretty big part of the game. And although this is kind of like what COD has been doing for a bunch of years now, I think that really worked for them, and hopefully it'll be the same for Battlefield. I mean, that's really one of the reasons that I like playing Call of Duty, is just because you get to pick, what direction the game is going in. So I think this is going to be a really big part of Battlefield from here on out. I could be wrong, but we'll see in the months to come. Another feature that they've added in the server settings probably won't affect most players, but it gives admins an easier way to kick or ban players from their servers in-game in their user interface, which might mean that more people will start getting kicked from servers. I really don't know how I feel about this yet, because on one hand, you're making it easier for admins to kick players that really aren't contributing to the game and are messing around and are not really playing the objective. But on the other hand, you're making it easier for admins to abuse this power. Like in Battlefield 4, I remember joining servers and getting kicked for random reasons. Maybe I'm not following the rules that they've set up exactly. Maybe I used the shotgun when I wasn't supposed to. And this probably isn't a big problem in Battlefield 1, because servers can just lock certain gadgets and weapons. But admins might start kicking people just because they keep getting killed by a certain person over and over again, and they're annoyed by them. Or maybe someone's doing really well on the leaderboard, a little too well, or maybe someone's not doing well at all and really isn't helping the team and might be even hurting them. So maybe people will start getting kicked more often. I don't know, only time will tell, I guess. I guess I'm a little biased on this feature because I have a history of getting kicked from servers ever since I joined the franchise. Now into more of the gameplay. They've decreased the time for the gas grenades from 22 seconds to 15 seconds, which is a pretty significant decrease. And I'm really happy about this because gas grenades can be pretty annoying. And this also affects vehicles that have the gas grenade gadget equipped in their kit, and it not only decreases the duration of the gas grenade, but it also decreases the reload time for it to make up for this. Another nice thing that they've changed is that some of the self-loading rifles for the medic class have gotten a stability increase, which is pretty nice because these guns weren't very good to begin with. Some reload animation times have been changed for guns like the Cyragoti, the Mondragon, the Selbstlader, and the Bodeo and Bulldog revolvers. They've actually increased the damage of the Martini Henry, which is pretty nice after that nerf that they gave it. So it's kind of getting back to what it used to be like. And they've also decreased the stability of all of the Storm versions of the light machine guns, which might make it harder to engage enemies at longer distances and make it less accurate, but they're still overall good for the roles that they're supposed to be used in. Another big change they've made is that they've actually increased the suppression threshold, which means that you're going to have to be firing at an enemy for a longer amount of time before they become suppressed, which decreases its effectiveness overall in the game. That's pretty much the entire update in Patrick that they've done. They've also made a lot of minor changes, but it really isn't worth going over because it's mainly just fixing things like visual glitches and animation problems that they've been having. Overall, I think the update was a much needed one. It was really perfect timing because they released it when players were kind of getting bored because they already had everything unlocked and were already in the maximum rank for all their classes. I know I was getting a little bit bored with the game, but I think this update will definitely breathe a new life into it, and I definitely love the ribbon system that they've brought back into the game, and I think this will definitely lay the foundation for future updates. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much all I have for you. Comment down below if you disagree with anything that I might have said. Again, this is my opinion on the update. But anyways, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.
First aid for you!
Lost objective apples.
Get out, look alive! Watch your boy! Here, first aid!